What's up, YouTube? I'm gonna try to get this lighting together. It's really pretty today, so I wanted to take advantage of this sunlight when I make this video. But hi, everybody. I know it's been a very long time. I apologize, but it's just been crazy, 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 crazy busy with school and conferences and starting my new internship this semester. I'm working for a judge now, so that's been a really great experience. But this video is for someone that hit me up about making a video about law school advice. This young lady, Smiley Faces 2011, she wanted to know about my law school experience so far and being a, I guess, student of color in law school. So here we go. I began my application process back in 2008. Um, did the usual, got my personal statement written. I was studying for the LSATs. I was also in the process of graduating a semester early, so trying to fulfill my graduation requirements at the same time as I was making applications to law school was very stressful. I would suggest anybody applying to law school definitely start thinking about it as even early as freshman year. You need to have this on your radar. This is a serious commitment once you begin the process from application through graduation and through the bar passage and everything. Like it is a extremely long process, so you need to be mentally ready for it. So as far as grades, you want to have the best grades possible. Getting into law school is definitely very competitive, and it makes it's compounded by the fact that there's not one single major that you must take in order to be successful in law school. They accept all majors, so you can be a fine arts major, bio major, history. I was a psychology major with a pre-law focus, so you can major in anything, but you need to definitely focus on courses that will allow you to develop your critical thinking skills, your analytical writing abilities. So pretty much any classes that is really heavy on reading and writing, that's the classes you need to really consider taking. Please don't shy away for those classes. If your major requires a thesis, do it. I mean, please. It will be something that you can offer in your application, not the entire thesis, but you can talk about the writing your thesis, and that can play up your writing abilities, because one thing that law schools look for is strong analytical reading and writing abilities. Those are the two essential tools that will help you succeed in law school. Now, as far as the where to apply, that's a personal choice. I, applied everywhere. And one of the reasons why I did that was because at the time I didn't know if I wanted to stay in Atlanta. I was at school down there for undergrad. At the time I was, really itching to, do something different, go somewhere else. So I shot my applications all over, different schools in Florida, Maryland, you know, just Detroit. I mean, pretty much whoever gave me a fee waiver, that's where I applied. So, so that's pretty much how I got a lot of my applications done for free. So please definitely go to the law school forums. If they have a law school fair at your school, definitely go to that. Meet representatives. That's very important because a lot of those representatives are on the hiring. I'm not saying hiring. I just had an interview last Friday. They are on the admissions committee, so they will be evaluating your application, and if they can see your application and remember who you are from a conversation that you may have had at a convention or some type of forum, then that'll be great. Um, Definitely don't be afraid to contact schools. That was one thing that I wish I would have done, like been more proactive in terms of contacting schools to contact their Black Law Students Association. Many schools have a chapter in the Black Law Students Association. So you want to link up with those students, talk to them, ask them how they are enjoying their law school. If they can do it again, would they still choose the same law school? What they like about it, what they don't like. You want a real candid experience, and they will provide that information for you. Most likely, they will get back to you. Another thing that I did was, and I also met some of my good friends off of this site. It's called Law School Numbers. I created a profile on this website because it allows you to see basically where your scores are in terms of LSATs and grades, where you would fall, on the admissions line at certain schools. So they have a list of schools, and these are self-reported, information. So you can't, you know, take everything seriously, take it with a grain of salt. I was really accurate with mine, but not everybody is on their pages. So you just gotta, be able to, sift through the different profiles that seem legitimate and those that don't. But you don't have to put your information either. You can keep it private if you want, but I think you can get more out of it if you do post your numbers, because your page, is serving as, I guess, a guide for someone else. There are other people that will be following your page and your process to see which schools you end up in and not. So basically, as you get their acceptance letters and rejections and wait list and hold letters, you just report on your page, this school accepted me, this one waitlisted me, this one, didn't give me a scholarship, this one did, this is an amount. So I found that website really helpful. I met a lot of my friends off of that website, and we all did other pre-law programs such as Clio. I will talk about that briefly. So it's a really good resource, and it actually is, I kind of blogged my experience, on that website, in terms of, law school news, which schools I talked to, which programs I applied for, because not only was I applying to law school, but I also applied to other pre-law programs such as Clio. So Council for Legal Education Opportunity is an excellent program. They have a 6-week summer institute for students that are interested in going to law school, but it's like a law school mini boot camp the summer before you begin your law school career. It's very nice because they have a law school placement service. So if you don't get in a lot of your schools, say if you get a lot of rejection or wait list letters and you don't have a strong affirmative yes from a school, Clio would be an excellent resource. I still say apply to Clio even if getting in all the schools you apply for, because they offer so many resources. They offer seminars, yearly, so you can, come in from wherever you come from, whatever school you're at, and revisit old friends from, previous Clio conferences, especially if you did the 6-week summer institute. I did the Attitude is Essential program. It's a weekend seminar, very similar to 6-week summer institute, but it's like a crash course built in a weekend. So same deal, but the only thing is with the 6-week summer institute, you do have a scholarship that you get, and also law school placement. So law schools do interview Clio students and offer them positions, places in their classes. So that's the benefit of doing the 6-week summer institute. I also did another program called the Sutherland Scholars Program. This program is really geared for students that went to the historically black colleges in Atlanta, Clark Atlanta, Morehouse, and Spelman. But it was also open up to other black law students. Black pre-law students. That goes to, I guess, any school in Georgia. So we had a lot of other students like from, I guess, Georgia Southern. We had one. So it was a really good program. The law firm put this program together for us. It was it's same thing as the AIE from Clio, but we did more in-depth stuff. We focused on one area of law. So we studied contracts, and we did a mock contracts class. I mean, it was real. We had a real test, but it wasn't like graded. But it was a great experience to network with other pre-law students and everything like that. So that is something also good. So this video is already 8 minutes, so I might have to maybe make another one. But this one, yeah, in terms of those pre-law programs, those are really good. It gives you exposure to how, to best prepare for law school. I think I was really prepared for law school because of these programs. It actually taught me some skills that I continue to use to this day when I study. Now, I went to a law school in Vermont first before I transferred to the school in California. So my experience there is completely different from my experience here. Going to law school in Vermont, I mean, first I must say the school was phenomenal. I absolutely loved the school. But nothing against the school. I just could not live there functionally as a black person. I didn't have the things that I needed. There was nothing to do, like nothing. And I really was just not enjoying myself, outside of school. So I figured I needed to transfer to a school that has the interests that I have. Like, I'm interested in intellectual property. So that's why I transferred to this school. And I will continue this in part 2 in terms of how it is being a black, I guess, female law student in both schools. Okay.